So create a hype file. And again, reach out to people. There's no better way to strip the shame and the power from that imposter syndrome than to share and talk about it. And not to mention, you guys, if 70% of us, a study shows 70% of us feel this, what better way to connect with someone? If I feel like a nobody, and I know that 70% of people out there feel like nobodies, that's a perfect way to connect with them. Because we can connect on that basis. And connection is literally what every single person on the planet desires, is to connect with someone, to feel understood. So what better way to help people to feel understood than to be like, guys, I have this happens to me. I'm here, I'm showing up regardless, but I feel that way too. Those feelings happen to me too. So that's the first tip I wanted to share. The second tip, don't try to get rid of it. Don't try to get rid of it. Instead, learn to show up despite it. And the way you do this is by shining out, not in. So shine out, but not in. And I got this tip off someone else. I'm not even gonna lie, but it's so amazing and it totally works. And it's a concept that you've probably heard before, but we waste so much energy in trying to squash the negative feelings or squash the whatever it might be. I lived a very insecure life. I had chronic low self-esteem. I wrote in my diaries when I was 10 years old that I wish I could cut my stomach off because I thought I could be more beautiful if I did that. I so many tears, such a rough childhood, seeing myself and seeing nothing in myself. And last year I kind of committed to confidence. That was my word of the year. And I had people messaging me being like, girl, you're so confident. Oh my goodness. And I was like, I have fooled everybody because insecurity, I still feel insecure. I still look in the mirror sometimes and I feel a bit bad about myself. I go to the mirror or the beach and I still feel a little bit, like not super confident in my body. But the thing is, you guys, it's not about me squashing insecurity or getting rid of it forever. It's always going to happen to every single person, every single one of us. It's about shortening the power that insecurity has over you. And in the same way, shortening the power that this imposter syndrome has over you, shortening the time that it keeps you frozen, because that's what imposter syndrome and the phoniness and the unworthiness does. It keeps you frozen. And that is in my opinion, the worst thing that you could do is to stay frozen, to not share your gifts, to not live your life to the fullest in whatever way that may be, in every area of life. So I don't, just like insecurity, it still pops up. I just don't give it as much power. I still show up regardless. So with imposter syndrome, same thing. And the best way, in the way that I am literally doing tonight, and I convinced myself to get up and do, is to serve, to focus on someone else. So the concept of shining out and not shining in is pretend you have a flashlight and you have to shine it in one direction only. You choose which direction that is. Do you want to shine it on yourself? Or do you want to shine it on the person that needs you? And you can only choose one. And while you're like, why would you want to shine it on yourself if you're just sitting there in this big ball of like, who am I? Like, I'm no one special, boo, No, turn it around. Who's that client that you think that you can help? How can you serve them today? What do they need? Do they need you to send them a link? Do they need you to hype them up? Do they need some more information to feel more confident? What do they need? What does your avatar need you to post on Instagram tonight? What is your avatar that you don't even have on your team yet? What do they need you to be sharing on your social media? My future teamies, the people who are stuck in those toxic corporate roles like I was, what do they need me to share tonight on my TikTok? Even though I only have, a certain amount of followers and I don't even have that many videos, What do the people need? What does that person need? What does your teamie need? And focus on them. And the more you focus on them, the less you're focusing on yourself. It doesn't mean that you're not feeling insecure. It doesn't mean that you're not feeling the imposter syndrome, but you're not focusing on it. And what you focus on, you give more attention to, the universe gives you more of. So focus on service. I kind of call it like you sidestep and serve. So every time these feelings come up, be like, ooh, I'm gonna go serve now. I see you. I know you're there. You're real. It's cool. Like, I'm not gonna get rid of you, but I'm just gonna sidestep and I'm gonna serve. Another tip for you guys, if the imposter syndrome comes up, when it does, I should say, is to know that your voice matters. And I want you all to write down, my voice matters. And I know I could give you a million scenarios in which you will be like, aha, yes, it does. But I just want to share a quick short story with you. And that is going to show you how powerful your words are, even when you don't even intend them to be. I went to footy training one time, years ago in Australia. A girl showed up. I didn't even know her. I said, hello. I said, how are you doing? Welcome to training. That's it. Like the conversation was actually pretty like boring for me. Like it was pretty like average. I didn't know her, didn't know what she was going through. About a year later, realized that she was actually suffering quite a bit with her mental health. She had even gone to an institution. She'd come out on the other end, and she messaged me one day and said, Noelia, I know we don't know each other very well, but that night, you saved my life. Because what I had planned was to wrap my car around a tree after footy training. And because you said hello to me, and because you smiled at me and you were nice to me, I didn't feel like doing that anymore. I said hello. I said, how are you doing? I didn't share, a doctorate's worth of knowledge with her. I didn't, intend to go out there and like kill it and share my experience and be like, look at all these clients and all this team and look at my income. No, I said hello. Of course your voice matters. Of course your voice matters. What if your hello, our job is to have conversations with people. So what if your conversations with people like, hi, how are you? How are you doing? I know you're in lockdown. Like, are you doing okay? How are you feeling? How's your family? What if checking in on people, literally our job, like having conversations with people, could save their life or change their life? Every single one of you was invited by someone to this opportunity. And this is in some way, shape, or form changing your life. You're here tonight, so you're gonna get something. You've probably gotten so much being under Linda, but you're bound to get something, right? That invitation, that one invitation, like changed your life. So of course your voice matters. Of course your invitations, your conversations, whatever you have to say matters. You don't have to be anybody special to say hi and to potentially save someone's life. Another thing that, second to last thing I want to share with you guys, because I want to be mindful of time, is to learn to say, I don't know. It is okay to say, I don't know. Follow that with, but we'll figure it out together. Or, but I'll figure it out. Always. But a thing about imposter syndrome and being a phony is that we feel like we have to know it all. Like we sit there, and I know you guys have probably done this. I've definitely done this. And I'm like, I have to learn everything there is to know about the product before I can talk about it to anybody. I have to know every detail, every study, every result to prepare for any question that may come up because I need to be knowledgeable and I can't be made to look like a fool or a fraud or a phony. And that keeps you stuck. That keeps you frozen, and that keeps you in your room doing this, like looking up studies and reading books and whatever and taking notes and not talking to anybody and not serving anybody. So it's okay not to know everything. Learn to say, I don't know. And especially at the beginning, when you have new team or something like that, it's okay to be like, I'm so excited for this. And I want you to know that we're in this together. We're never going to know it all. No one on the planet is ever going to know it all, but I'm so excited to learn and to grow alongside you. And if you're like me and you've been here a while and you still don't know everything there is to know because you never will, it's the same concept. I'm so excited to be doing this with you. There's nothing I value more than learning and growing in life. And I can't wait to share with you what I have learned, and I can't wait to learn and grow together alongside you. And if something comes up where it's like, they don't know what's going on, whatever it might be, or you don't know, and oh my gosh, just be like, look, I actually don't know. I'm so excited to find out though. I'm so excited to learn this. So it's okay to say, I don't know. If you give yourself permission to say, I don't know in life, always follow it up with, but I'll find out, or but we'll find out together. This weight of having to be this perfect person and show up and, to not be a phony or a fraud, it just kind of gets lifted off your shoulders. And the last tip I'd love to give you guys is to set intentions and deliver. You don't have to focus on the results. You don't have to focus on, I'm going to send 3 invites and I'm going to get 3 team, or because I need to get 3 team to hit this promotion. What intentions can you set? So in these feelings, like obviously tonight, because the imposter syndrome and all this stuff coming up, what intentions can I set for you? I intend to give you guys the best energy I possibly can. I intend to smile a whole lot. I intend to give you guys a lot of passion, all my love, and complete transparent honesty. And I intend to connect with you guys through my experiences and to just do the best I can. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. This is terrifying for me. But those were my intentions tonight. And same thing when you're doing your DMO or you're inviting someone or you're, whatever it might be. What do you intend? I intend to invite 3 people who have shared their pain with me because I know this could be something for them. I intend to post on TikTok and to have a lot of fun while doing it because me having fun puts joy and good energy back into the world. I intend to show up on Instagram today as my authentic self because I know that 70% of the population at least is feeling the same kind of feels that I'm feeling. And I'm going to show up and connect with them. I'm going to show up, whatever it might be. Set your intentions. Don't focus on the outcome. Don't focus on how many clients or team or anything you're going to get. Just set your intentions and follow through and deliver. And I guarantee you, the imposter syndrome and those feelings of phoniness and unworthiness are just going to shrink, because as long as you deliver on your intentions, you actually build confidence, which actually ends up pushing that imposter syndrome and shortening the amount of time that has control over you and that keeps you frozen. So I hope this served you guys in some way, shape, or form. I'm very passionate about living to the fullest. That also means taking breaks and being really intentional with your breaks. You don't have to be peppy and on all the time, but you guys are important. Your voices matter. Each one of us is not here on accident. There are plenty of people who are no longer here with us, and we have such a beautiful gift. And it's our job literally just to show up and to share that gift and to not let those feelings of unworthiness and phoniness keep us frozen, because that's the worst thing that you can't do. So I hope this helps.